Hello queens, kings, and non-binary royalty. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very interesting video. Today I'm going to be playing a game called Scarlet Hollow, and it is a graphic novel that is sort of like a decision-based story game. And I saw Gab Smolders, or Evelyn, play this game, and I watched her and to see her decisions and kind of saw where that led. And there's a moment where you can choose to do something different. It is going to be different for every single person playing based on the traits you pick and the choices you make. So I thought that was really interesting, and I love choice-based games. I think they're so fun. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the game up. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. It is episodic, so I'm really excited to see future episodes. The first episode is free, which I think is really cool. Let's start. Your name is Melody. You live in the city of, I don't know if I should I put my city? Hey mom, give me a city name. Okay, here's where it is. Here's where the choices come in. Select two traits. Traits unlock additional paths and dialogue options. So, powerful build, strong athletic, pinnacle of fitness, can shotgun a root beer in 3 seconds. Of course. Mystical, strange, and unusual. You see the threads of reality in a way others can't. Street smart. Smells BS, also good at BS. No door can hold you. Hot, attractive, charming. People want to either be with you or be you. Book smart. You know a lot of fun facts. Research is your favorite activity. Straight A student. Keen eye, observant, picks up on vibes, understands others' perspectives. So Gab chose keen eye and mystical. For me, I would pick keen eye and either street smart or book smart. I'm gonna say street smart. Oh my god, here we go. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, a week again, and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, but your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world. The past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh god. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not even sure he stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. And me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. That is so fucked up, let me just say. Like, you should have gotten in trouble for that. Remain silent. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. Dude, what's wrong with you? Wait, what? Say wait, what? Pushing joggers into the harbor? Yeah, you know, teen stuff. No. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad, though. And not just playing. She kept swinging and getting closer and closer to the edge. So soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh, but we fished her out and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Dude, how? Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me. Like, for real. And jeez, you ever get so mad you could just, like, want to kill somebody? Stop trying to get a rise out of me. Street smart. Smiling, pretending you didn't just say that. Never feel that way, no. Oh yeah, all the time. What's wrong with you? Stop trying to get a rise out of me. Stop it. Huh? Stop what? Whatever it is you think you're doing right now, you know what I'm talking about. This whole corner a stranger on the bus and try to make them uncomfortable act. I'm not playing along. Haha, alright. Maybe I never really wanted to kill her, even if I threatened it a little bit. She sure got real mad though. I can imagine. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Hi, baby, what's going on? But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. If you're into that stuff, you mean being a father? Oh my god. Kenai, do you love her enough to make this work? Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Haha, interesting. Smart move. Get out while you still can. Remain silent. Do you love her enough to make this work? You were so worked up by the thought of losing her. Oh, this is me. You were so worked up by the thought of losing her that you threatened to kill her. But now that she's giving birth to a child you created together, you're planning on running off? Ugh. Okay, he's a dick. Even if you love her, think about whether that love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about how your actions are going to impact his life and whether removing yourself would be better for him in the long run. Huh, yeah, good stuff to think about. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. Scarlet Hollow. Just a small town, you probably never heard of it. I didn't. He's a dick. Ha! No need to be nasty. I was just asking, not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. Ha ha ha. If you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I know almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up there in the Holler, you see? And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while. Now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks at his back of his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. Ew, the sounds. Ew, the sounds. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're broiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. No thanks. Screw you and your peanuts. No thanks. You put your hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Why are you so creepy? Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Ew. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Oh, thank God he's gone. Oh, no. And just like that, you're alone, though the stranger's peanuts remain on his seat. Now that he's gone, you don't see any need to take his soggy leftovers. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes, squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. Bye, bus. Oh, I think I just skipped something. Sorry. Hey, Melody. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. She looks annoyed to be here. It looks like somebody needs a hug. Hey, Tabitha, give your condolences. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Oh. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Oh, okay. Awkward. I was just trying to say hi. Ooh, she looks peace. She does not look happy. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. How are you holding up? I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now. Oh my god. So the funeral. Have we ever actually met? I'm pretty sure this is the first time, right? Yep. You and your mom... You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Wow. Is there bad blood between us? I wish I had known about you. Ha, yeah, Dead Moms Club. There's a part of me that really wants to pick that just to see what her reaction is. I might say that. Is there bad blood between us? I'm sorry, but is there bad blood between us? All I know is my mom left and she was mad at this side of the family, but I don't know much besides that. Your cousin stares ahead, her expression icy. Okay, so the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Okay. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. Need any help planning? Open casket, embalming, reception. Why would need any help planning? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Her expression still tense and icy. Great. How are you holding up? Fine. You don't seem fine to me. Are you sure? You seem tense. You know you can talk to me, right? I lost my mom too. I wouldn't say that. I just feel like that's not the right thing to throw in there. Just me. Okay, but if that ever changes, phew, good to hear. You don't seem fine to me. Look, I know a bluff when I see one. You don't have to hide your feelings around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. Okay, I really want to say that, but I think I'm going to remain silent. I feel like I said all the things that probably would help make our relationship a little bit better. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Oh, what? It's on the edge of a cliff. I'm scared. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate, the old family homestead. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to dingy apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning underneath her words. It is pretty, honestly, just needs a little help, a little maintenance. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Dude. As soon as you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. And if you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Lie, it's beautiful. So you live here, it's beautiful. You really let this place go, huh? I thought y'all were loaded. Could you afford to fix a stump? Okay. So you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners. Or did your mother not? I don't like her. I don't care if you're my cousin. You don't have any right to speak to anybody like that. Rude. Shall we take our tour? Follow me. I don't like her. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixins for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here. But it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tips. Some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. What an incredible kitchen. Someone cleans this place. This place is nasty. It's nice. Also, I love PB&J. Is there someone somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want some ice cream? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Sweet, thanks. But I'm your guest. General store? How folksy. A general store? How folksy. Is it? It's a store that fulfills your general shopping needs. General store. Just describes what it is. It's an incredible kitchen. I actually wouldn't lie about this. It does look like an incredible kitchen. It just looks like it needs a few fixes and it could be like beautiful. What's over here? And there's a kitty. Oh, the kitty. Like fix this, fix the window, and maybe get this crack looked at. And you know what? And maybe get this crack looked at because you are very upset. Do you need something to eat? You want a Snickers? It's nice. It's so nice. It's so much bigger than I thought, than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is, thank you. Oh, she looks kind of like, oh, okay. What if I want some ice cream? I feel like that's pushing it. All right, what's next? All right, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Here's the pet. Is that your cat? Pet the cat, leave the cat be. I know what happens when you pet the cat. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Pet the cat anyways. Leave the cat be. I'm really like, about animals, like other people's pets, like I would not just go like touching all of them. Like if they come up to me and are super loving and affectionate, I assume that it's chill to like pet the cat. But if the cat's just like, also cats are moody. Don't touch a cat unless the cat is like, come here, pet me. And you'll know when it wants to be pet. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to not have fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Now this is gross. This is bad. Jen, you have it right here. Why? It's a nasty, wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sits untouched in the corners, and a mystery stains paint the floor. Oh, and mystery stains paint the floor. What a wonderful bathroom! Who exactly uses this bathroom? Wait, are you sure this toilet works? This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. Never mind, I don't need to go. Are you sure this toilet works? Yes, why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. Okay. Sigh, okay. You sigh in resignation. Okay. That's the spirit. That's so gross. Let's do it. Oh, you lift the toilet seat, bugs skitter from the bowl. No. You aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try since we're here. Suck it up and do your business. Is there another bathroom? No, I'm good. Is there another bathroom I could use? There's my bathroom and my departed mother's, but this one is the guest bathroom, so you should get used to using it. If I was in this situation and I really had to go, I would probably go, but I would hover. Oh, God. Okay. Ew. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Hopefully I don't get some sort of disease. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. Have you ever had to pee so bad you're like, it's either use that nasty toilet or pee myself? Which one would you rather do? You have a mess to clean up either way. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old, dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Awesome. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Okay, so old family stuff in the closet. I'll remember that. What's with all the boxes? What an inviting room. This room is amazing. What a dump. It seems a little dusty. Who used to sleep here? I guess I'll start to get settled. I'm gonna ask, what's with all the boxes? Old family stuff. Offer to help move the boxes? What kind of family stuff? Offer to help move the boxes? Do you need help moving them? Tabitha eyes you up and down for a moment. No. What an inviting room. This room is amazing. What a dump. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here, and now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Okay. What an inviting room. How do you know how much I love cherubs? That chest is to die for. I'm surprised to see that you have such discerning taste. Every last piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations, which is pretty cool. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Okay. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Some dialogue options will add additional. Some right away, others down the line. I know you hate my mom, but stop taking it out on me. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Are you sure you're okay? I won't keep you. We should hang out when you get back. Where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Huh. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know he owned a coal mine. Can I come watch? I didn't know he owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your mother forfeited any claim to it years ago. Sounds boring. It's kind of sad. Hashtag girl boss. Okay, that's not too bad. Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running the coal mine. Talk about hashtag girl boss. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Melody. Any other inane questions before I leave? I know you hate my mom, but stop taking it out on me. I don't know what my mom did when she left, but that has nothing to do with me. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. Can't we just start fresh now that it's just us? Okay. I'm sorry I've been testy since you got in here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Alright. Well, we'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you, and this sprawling, decrepit estate. This is the moment in Gav's video. She chose to go to town, but I'm gonna go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. I'm gonna go explore. With Tabitha gone, there's no stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. You immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by a lock. You're no stranger to opening locks, but this one is different. You'll probably need to swipe a key from Tabitha to make progress into the rest of the home. Let's go to my room. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, staircase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. I want to look through the boxes. You stand at the entrance to your room. Take a nap, you've earned it. Put your spare clothes in the dresser, check out the closet, examine the painting on the wall. Look out the window. I want to look out the window first. Wow. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull all the weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you definitely do that, just not right now. Let's look at the painting. This must be an old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, she's actually in the mood for conversation. Hello? Hello? At least let me pick you up for a minute. I would probably check the closet. Oh my. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Hello, ma'am. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. It reads Property of Alexandria. No need to carry this around with you. That might get me in trouble later, but I'm curious. Ma'am, you close the closet behind you. Take a nap, you've earned it. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Please don't rub that. Oh my god! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within it. It's quiet but angry. Oh, oh, pardon me! Oh my god, me! Oh, pardon me. Me. That's exactly what I would be like. Oh, pardon me. Close the door, close. Okay, honey. Can you lay down over here, please? Oh, I'm sorry. You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the possum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer. It's empty. As good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd be better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Okay, so I guess that's enough. There's not much else you can do here right now. Let's go get a PB&J. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. Would you stop flicking your tail in my camera, baby girl? A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but your aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. I don't know about that, actually. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife. Approach frou-frou, search the fridge, search the pantry, search the cabinets, check out the garden. I'm going to check out the garden. Wow. But look at it. Holy cow. Ma'am. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. You don't think you want to go out there after all. Are you even up to date on your tetanus shots? You know what? You're right. Okay, ma'am. You close the door behind you and return to the kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna approach frou-frou. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly frou-frou's spot on the counter. I'll back away. I'll give you your space. Try not to make any sudden movements. Okay, let's search the pantry. She sure loves her mac and cheese. Look at how much mac and cheese she had. Wait, is this mac and cheese? Yeah. Lord have mercy. Look at all the bread, peanut butter. Okay. Look closer. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgot. Ooh. I found a secret. You squint into the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten. A thin layer of dust collects on its cover. You pick it up. You flip to the bookmarked page. Both calf sprain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own and you can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far, far from this place. You shut the book and put it back in its place. That wasn't a good secret. Take the bread. Oh, you have the choice to take mac and cheese. I'm not going to do it. Take peanut butter. King of nut butters. The king of nut butters. The only 3% of each jar is smashed up cock. Roaches. I'm so sorry. Leave that in, Melody. Leave it in. All you need now is a plate, a knife, jelly, and some bread. Take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is some jelly, a plate, and a knife. I'll leave the mac and cheese, no matter how badly it sounds delicious. Okay, let's search the fridge. Oh, that's probably like right here. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading "Janie, stay out" in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already have a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Oh, gross. Open the old takeout. Oh my word, that check mayonnaise. How old's the mayonnaise? A little fun fact about me is I check the expiration date on everything. It is something I've just compulsively started doing. If I see something that's expired, even by a week, I am repulsed. 10-year-old mayonnaise. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. I'm not going to open the takeout. I'm not going to take the ice cream. I'm just going to take the jelly, grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. Okay, thank God. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. The only things you need now are a plate and a knife. Okay. I really want to open Old Takeout. After the mayonnaise. I just had to know, okay? I had to know. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess, wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. For God's sakes, throw it away. Compelled by a deep primal disgust. This is me. I'm throwing it away. You open the trash can expecting the worst, but find it mostly empty. It makes sense, you suppose, given that your cousin seems to mostly subsist on boxed mac and cheese. You toss the styrofoam container into the trash and close the lid, freeing yourself from the knowledge that sludge ever existed to begin with. Okay, search the cabinets. Let me get some stuff. The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. I know that does seem a bit weird. Grab a bowl, examine the mug, examine the shot glass. I'll examine both of these. It reads, "I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina." So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sites before heading home. I'll examine the shot glass. Aw, it reads, "I survived Deb's 50th." Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this isn't from her 50th. From a few stories you've heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitsy friends who gave out themed shot glasses for their birthday parties. Maybe it belongs to Janie. You imagine she might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place, especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. You know what? I feel you. Grab a bowl, or I'll grab a plate and butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. You'd need the bowl if you were going to make mac and cheese or ice cream. You close the cabinets and look back the rest of the kitchen. Make that PB&J. Yeah. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. You're done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Might as well head into town. There's not much left for you to do here, other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. So we've explored some of this place. We know that we have to try to swipe a key from Tabitha, or maybe Tabitha will give us one. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Oh, it is. Finally, you made it back to town. This is really cool though, this like old looking. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as though you're peering into a grave. Oh! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers. Oh. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. You can't do that to me. Mothman. A pug. She's so cute. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. Dude. I don't do too well with dogs. That's supposed to be a dog. Introduce yourself. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I'm in love with this dog and wish to know everything there is to know about her. Me. This is a statement I would make. Gladly. Her favorite food is Cheese Whiz. Her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel. And her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote. Sometimes I leave it on the background when I'm working to give her something to do. She'll actually sit in her little bed and watch it, like an old lady with her programs. How'd you two meet? That's so cute. How'd you first meet her? My mom was a vet and she used to visit the regional animal shelter on weekends to do checkups. When I was real young, I'd go with her to volunteer, which really meant I'd do a little bit of manual labor, then play with the dogs for the rest of the day. One weekend, believe it or not, someone dropped off this little 1-year-old pug that outgrown its cute puppy stage. Aww. When I went to clean her kennel, she looked up at me with those big, watery, nervous eyes, wagging her entire butt and whimpering like no one had ever loved her before. I couldn't not fall head over heels, you know. My parents were rugged mountain folk, so they weren't big on toy breeds. And at first, they refused to even consider adopting poor Gretchen. But I kept visiting every week, and soon enough, they caved and let me take her home. My dad still wasn't too keen on her at first, but soon enough, he was taking her out on the trails like she was a hound dog. You can't help but notice that she's talking about her parents in the past tense. Sorry for talking your ear off. But I can't help it. I could prattle on about Gretchen for hours. But where are my manners? Talking to you for this long without introducing myself. I'm Stella. It's not too often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folk, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yep, maybe. None of your business. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Melody. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of that would come to town for the funeral. How is she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all holed up in that big house. Did you say Tabby? She's struggling. She seems alright. I'm worried about her. Is she always so... I don't know how she's doing and I don't care. Why do you care? She's struggling. I don't think she's doing too well. She's been icy, but it feels like she's putting it on as a front. She's always been a little rough around the edges. To be honest, it's always been hard to tell if that's just the way she is or if she's been putting on an act her whole life. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Thanks for letting me know, by the way. How long have you known her? Are you two friends? She's really not worth your time. Damn. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Fun fact, I was in A Midsummer Night's Dream in middle school. I was just in like the chorus, but it was a lot of fun. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. I just ate a PB&J. PB&J sounds really good to me right now, honestly. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting den of human life. My worst nightmare. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hi everyone, I'm Melody. What are you looking at? Quietly slide into the nearest booth. Hi everyone, I'm Melody. Just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella slide into a booth, pretending you didn't notice everyone gawking at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Oh, you poopy. Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up on some of the murmurs of conversation around you. Yeah, let's listen in. Stella pets Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, 2 policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction. Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet her. Looks so much like her. Oh yes, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Little girl. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That's Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why she looks so sad. I would be sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you gonna finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, sweet pea, and we've got to get home to help Daddy. In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading the paper. Sigh. Why are all the strangers who wander into this town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. Yeah, they look heaping. So that's the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week, if I'm remembering right, for old Miss Pearlam. May she rot in peace. Ow. Oh, let the lady rest, Lloyd. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as laid to rest. If you've been around in her heyday, you'll be speaking ill too, Tommy. He's right. Nastiest woman I've ever met. That Tabitha's a blessing compared to her. Curse the whole lot of them. May every scarlet burn in hell. Well, that's rude. That's enough of that. Oh, hello. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. They have lip piercings? Oh, shucks. Thanks, Avery. Can I have some sugar? Already taken care of. I know you like your coffee drowned in cream and sugar. Oh, girl after my own heart. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Oh, Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you? Isn't bacon bad for dogs? No thanks, I ate pretty recently. How much is the coffee? Order a coffee, order a biscuit. Order a biscuit and coffee. I think I'll just order a coffee. Just a coffee, thanks. No problem. Avery pours a fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Should have gone for the biscuit. They're really good. But I guess you've got all week. Maybe you'll get one tomorrow. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that'll be a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. None of that is really striking my fancy. Cool. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of these things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for day-to-day, any ideas of how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Do you have something in mind? What's your angle here? What's it to you? No clue. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. You know what? That is the nice thing to do, but what's your angle here? Do you have something in mind? Something's telling me this is a loaded question and you've got something in mind. Was I being that obvious? Yes. My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there too. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Hey, Winnie wanted me to give you a biscuit. On the house. She sends her condolences. Thanks, it looks great. You didn't have to do that. What do I look like, a charity case? You didn't have to do that. Oh, you didn't have to do that. It looks great. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. This is so good. This is the same as Gab's video, but oh my god. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. I have a sweet spot for biscuits, so this is killing me. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. But that's not saying much. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Ha! Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tuning your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. We love it. Wait, what? What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. Okay. How does that make you money? You and everyone else. Oh my god. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. This is so cool. She's my kind of girl. I love you. I love you. You should really check out her channel, Melody. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that outing at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. I can't read any of that, but like, is this not this, like, you see a video like this pop up in your recommended like every time. Like, scroll down. It's there. It's there. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it would be at least twice the size of any beaver I've ever seen. Oh, that's creepy. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara. That must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. That looks like a mountain lion. It's honest to God cryptid there. Oh yeah, totally a dog. Or wait, a beaver? Hold on. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. I don't believe in cryptids. That is an honest to God cryptid. That is an honest to goodness cryptid right there. No way that's a beaver or a dog. And there's no way a capybara would be swimming in the river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia. But that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up here, that would still count as a cryptid by most standards. My comment section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days. They even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience. and it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries we're missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning to film this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops, sorry, Avery. No spoilers. We have a song. No spoilers. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Look at Gretchen. Heck yeah. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? That sounds like it, honestly. Ew, stinky. Ew, stinky. Isn't that just a worse Bigfoot? It's definitely one of the lesser ape-type cryptids and one of the smellier, according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown to be excitement enough, even if it is just worse Bigfoot. You are so right, though. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, and while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug of war with her dog. As I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I navigate against the darkening sky? That sort of thing? Will Gretchen be there? Absolutely. Oh my word, absolutely. I'd love to come along. That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone else besides Gretchen out there with me. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese, running around the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible. All of your first videos are pretty much terrible. I feel you. But we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him out to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick phone call? Oh, Stella pulls out her phone and starts the phone call. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Aw, her face, disappointment. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week, and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Oh, she's so sad. Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Oh, she's so sad. Honey. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Is he okay? Are you okay? What's his deal? Are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more worried about Reese. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along. Again, he's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Oh my word, some of these are so mean. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. Oh my god, my dream. I want to go cryptid hunting one day. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up to the mountains before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip. Leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Leave a generous tip. A crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you, following close behind. He was a nice guy. Wow. This gives me like a Gilmore Girls small town vibe. You know what I mean? It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you know following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel more alive than you've been in years, strangely calm, tense, unsettled. More alive than you felt in years. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the sun setting, painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since you've felt this in the moment, this present. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. That is so me. When, like, if I was taking in this view, I'd be like, okay, this is dope. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if it was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Ooh. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? I might ask that. What's the weirdest thing you've seen in the woods? Oh my god, hold on. Are you really expecting to find anything? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids, like ghosts and whatnot? I'm into that. Ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing. Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never got much luck though. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. Ryan. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were people out there who turn into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all of that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Scroll back on my channel, you'll find something called Woke Week, where I talk about aliens. Firm believer, right here. Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Heck yes! Aliens are real! Nice. I knew we had a connection. I knew somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. And suddenly, it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows in the fields, birds in the sky. Then this metallic thing, egg-shaped, and then this metallic-like egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. Ugh! My pinkies! It was like it had never even been there. It was just smooth skin where the pinky had been. Oh! I know it's a secondhand source, but there's plenty more like that. And if they are true, I'm convinced. What if he just lied? Maybe it was sleep paralysis, could have been the government. I'm convinced. Makes sense to me. Like, you would have a scar for sure. And even if this one's hogwash, there's a lot of evidence out there. She's right. Look into it, guys. I want to know what's the weirdest thing you've seen in the woods, other than anything cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. Oh God. But I think most people know about that these days. These days I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Titanis Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It was a 5-foot drop, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell that it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Oh, tetanus. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It was all stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? Let's go ahead and ask. I'm just curious. Let me think. There was a time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff, but he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. All in all, not too bad. Oh my. Though I guess there was also a time I was out here alone and kind of got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wumpus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out the wumpus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later and I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was a time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. Honey, are you okay? So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Are you sure it's safe? Are you really expecting to find anything? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythical reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Whew. Sorry for being jumpy, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girly, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk Ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all, head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or whatever you have. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. I'm so sorry to hear that. But I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you with these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course, you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Okay, we'll go home. A street smart lie. But we were here first. What if you find a mountain lion? Don't kill it. Aw. Kill that mountain lion. Can't you just buy more chickens? Okay, let's go. Don't butt in. This is between Stella and Duke. Okay, we'll go home. What? Good. I'm glad you've got some sense. Stella needs somebody like that around. But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that'll mean for my career. Look at the dog. I love you. No, Stella, we should leave. We should leave and we shouldn't come back. You turn and wink at Stella as subtly as you can. She immediately picks up what you're putting down. All right, Duke, maybe you got a point. Come on, Melody, let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe. Well played, Melody. Really threw him off the trail by pretending we're going back to town. Now come on, I know how we can loop around him without noticing. Yeah, we sure fooled him. Can we actually go back to town though? Follow Stella. Yeah, I'm gonna just follow Stella. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Melody, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I live near the Blue Ridge Mountains, okay? It's really funny. I'm sitting here like, I'm gonna go hunting a skunk ape. Where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though most encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. That is such a cute name. I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? It's breathtaking. Not a fan of bugs, though, yeah. I've seen better. Being this far from civilization stresses me out. I haven't actually been looking. It's breathtaking. It is breathtaking. And the air is so clean and fresh. Feels like I'm breathing. I feel like I'm breathing for the first time. Yeah, I can guarantee you it feels like that. It is. I'm glad you came out here. Gretchen has no appreciation for beautiful mountain vistas, and it gets old saying wow to an empty expanse every time I come out here. It's nice to have someone to say wow with. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. That's so good. Is Duke back with his shotgun? Oh no, the Skunk Ape has found us. Is Duke back with his shotgun? Oh god, Duke's come back to shoot us. Haha, no need to panic. That's just the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Oh, dude, what is it? That actually makes me a little nauseous. What is it? A single deer remains behind. What is that noise? It's very unsettling. A single deer remains behind, staring down the light of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato! And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Does this mean I am gonna get a pug and name it Potato? Yes, that's what this means. It's gonna happen. This is squishy. There's something wrong with that deer. Why do you bring her with you? Well, that got my heart right up. What was wrong with that deer? Did you see its face? Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like the wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. Well, that got my heart right up. I'm ready for the hunt. Why do you bring Gretchen with you? That's an obvious answer, because she's Gretchen. Look at her little farce. I'm ready for the hunt. I'm so ready for the hunt. Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up? Then we get right back into the night's activities. I've got all the best trail snacks. Look at that. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Trail mix with extra M&M. Dude, extra M&Ms. A snack bar, dried apricots. Take the sesame sticks. Handful of sesame sticks. The one snack I didn't make myself. I was hoping to wow you with my cooking skills, but I guess that will have to wait until another time. Nevertheless, a delightfully tasty choice. The chips of the hiking trail. Oh, I'm sorry. She made the dried apricots herself? She made all this herself? That's amazing. But I'm a salty girl. I have to have my salt. Some would say chips are the chips of the hiking trail, but only a fool would bring such a delicate, space-consuming snack in their pack when that space could fit another bottle of water and more snacks. You are right. This girl, you understand the importance of that stuff. Look at how she's just propped up on a stick. You are the best girl, you little potato. Okay, you and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. So tell me what it's like in Chicago. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Melody. Okay, I live in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him moved in. Then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He steals bites of my food, which he thinks is really he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes even attack the door until I open it, then just walk away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors, which of course also means I don't close the door when he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Sometimes it's almost like he wants me to watch him. And at least once a week, somehow he misses these big pee puddles. I always end up stepping in. It's gotten to the point that I think he's causing lasting damage to the house. And no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyways, sorry for the rant. I could just go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat. He's got a complex about shut doors. It's true. She doesn't have any boundaries. Misty, it's you. I mean, he's a cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat. And it's not like I could just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat, like the animal. Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get the security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, oh my god, that was such a turn. Plot twist, it's a cat. So what do you do for a living? I build pragmatic ads for a company nobody's ever heard of. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I'm a first-year associate. I'm a streamer. I'm a student. I'm not a streamer. I want to be a streamer, but I'm on YouTube. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I'm in the service industry. I'd rather not say. What would I be doing? I'm a teacher. I'm in one of those have your debt forgiven in 10 years programs right now, so I won't be in the best financial position for the next decade. Gosh, that's a long time. The kids I teach now will be graduating high school. A teacher! That's such a valuable thing to be doing with your life. It is. The kids make it worth it, absolutely, 100%. I love it. I just wish it paid, but I wish it paid more. It's alright, I hate it. The kids make everything worth it. I would be that way. I love being able to pass on what I've learned to the next generation and learn about TikTok and Roblox girlfriends from them. The low pay doesn't even really matter to me. I wouldn't trade this for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside of town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-grandpa built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. I'm sorry about your parents. Do you live alone? Sorry about your parents. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm sorry about your parents, Stella. Nothing gets past you, huh? Yeah, they're not around anymore. They died a few years back. But it's alright. I've done my mourning. My great-mom died pretty recently. No need to overshare. Oh my god. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet. And interesting too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn to fend for himself, you see, since his family didn't have much growing up, so he learned how to hunt and trap and got damned good at it. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing, if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. As for my mom, she was a saint. She was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. She was smart as the whip and strong to boot. Turns out pulling calves out of 1,600-pound cows all day is a great way to build muscle. But she was gentle too. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. Whoa. Stella immediately packs her bags and slings it over her shoulder. Oh no, stuff's happening, guys. Everything went quiet. Skunk Ape, more deer. Please tell me that was a raccoon. Everything else went quiet. I could hear all sorts of wildlife just a second ago, and now it's quiet. You're right, and whatever made that sound is close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check it out.
Oh, don't you worry, I'm not letting her go.
You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the bush. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Oh. What? Hold on. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play it back. Yeah, I do too. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I guess we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. I feel like if I were thrown into the middle of this, I'd be like, okay. Or I would just like turn around and run. Right behind you. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh no. Oof. Oh. Are you okay? Oh god, the monster's got you. We're gonna die out here. Oh, tripped, and here I thought you were a hardened mountain girl. Good thing I was the one holding Gretchen. Oh god, the monster's got you. We're going to die out here. It's okay, settle down. No one's being attacked. I just tripped on something weird. Lost my footing. Oh no. That poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. Ooh. Investigate the chicken. Guys, this is... it's so gross. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Examine the growth. Oh, dude. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut. The growth pulsing. It's pulsing. Am I seeing this right? Is it actually pulsing? Are my eyes playing with me, or do you guys see it pulsing too? Looking more closely at the growth, you think you can see something squirming inside. Examine the wing. Looks like this is what Stella slipped on. The wing is barely still attached. Oh, but it seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. True. Examine the head. This poor little chicken's eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with an unfortunate life. Oh, poor thing. Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate. She seems to have sort of a growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done to help her at this point. Geez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, did you hear that? What in the Sam Hill are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Good God. Did y'all see what did this to her? We're on the same team here. No, but I'm pretty sure we can hear them. Oh my word, do you hear that? We caught a glimpse of something earlier. Do you hear that? Ew, no. We didn't see whatever did this to your bird, but I think we can hear them right now. Don't tell me you're caught up in Stella's nonsense. Duke, I'm so sorry. We were on the trail when we found her like this. Put that camera away, for God's sakes, girl. I don't want to be in another of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear what Melody said? I think they're coming closer. Come out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. You hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girl. Oh, the dog. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. This is the decision where it changes the story. You die for the flashlight or die for Gretchen. Gretchen. I'm sorry, Duke. I'm really sorry. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. God damn it. You hear a body hit the ground and then quiet as the chaos fades and the sounds of nature creep back in. Gretchen, Melody, Duke, are you all right? Just a little shaken up. Same. Gretchen whines and shakes in your arms. Gretchen, here, I'll take her. My poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. I'm sorry, but like, Duke had a gun. Gretchen is this little ancient potato, and I need to protect my potato. Duke, are you okay? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Duke, holy shit, what do we do now? What the hell are we supposed to do? Duke had a hunting accident by himself. We gotta go to the police. Can we just go home? Stand and stunned silent. I don't know what to do. You've seen dead people before, but never like this. And those things are still out there. Yeah. Oh, this is a lot. We are way in over our heads. Let me just check the cameras real quick. Christ, this footage is so dark and shaky. Oh, I hate to say it, but people need to know what happened here, Melody. Duke's family deserves closure. Other people deserve to know what's out there. We need more footage. Come on, let's go after them before we lose our chance. Are you sure this is a good idea? Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. Are you sure this is a good idea? Nope. Then maybe we shouldn't do this. Lead the way. Good to know. Lead the way. As Stella looks for a lead, you notice a faint trail of blood leading into the woods. Duke's shotgun must have tagged the creature in the scuffle. See those bloodstains? It looks like we have a trail. You're right. Duke must have tagged one of them before he... Let's go before the trail is cold. Oh my god. I feel really stupid. This is bad. What are we doing? It's so creepy. Stop. As you and Stella push through the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Just ignore them. Oh god, they're back. Stella. Just ignore them. There's a clearing up ahead. Oh my god. A few feet ahead of you. Holy shit, I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh my god. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you and Stella stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. More of those swellings. All the animals here have them, or had them. Why aren't they attacking us? We need to get out of here. Maybe we should have grabbed the shotgun. We need to get out of here. The footage doesn't matter anymore. Let's just get the hell away from this nest. Agreed. Oh my god. Just as you follow Stella in a mad dash through the woods, so too is the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. In the highest branches of the trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Oh my god. We're almost there. As you and Stella reach the main road, the cries of the creatures fade back into the sounds of nature. Sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. Missed calls, where are you? Where did you go? 6 missed calls from Tabitha and 13 text messages. That's not good. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing at my phone. I didn't know Tabitha. Oh, I think I'm in trouble. Text her that you're okay. Her message sits unread. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing at my phone. I guess she must be worried about you. But first things first, let's call the police. Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm in the mountains on the Askina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. You gotta hurry. Okay, yeah. Are they really gone? Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry, Jesus, Earl. Who's going to tell Bo? I guess now we wait. Poor little Gretchen. She's traumatized. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses, despite it being in the middle of the night. See right there, a thing jumps out of the woods when the shotgun goes off. What in the Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? You know what? You're right. Could have been a naked maniac. As the video reveals the creature's nest, Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses. Or a whole bunch of naked maniacs. What the heck is that? Some sort of crop circle? They killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond. If you don't mind, this is evidence. But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. As Stella fiddles with the camera, you notice her pop out the memory card and slide it up her sleeve. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I, please call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you. And who are you exactly? That's Melody. She came into town today for the funeral. Melody, as in Tabitha's cousin, yeah. Damn. Didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. That's so messed up. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. Okay, he's taking it seriously. He literally couldn't care less. Like, what's wrong with you? We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Oh, Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl, you can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. can't believe that they're just gonna leave him out there overnight. Who knows? Like, even those things might not get him, but like a bear, some wolves, some vultures. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name is. Melody. I pee freely. Fox Mulder. Melody. Sure, you're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Why am I all of a sudden a suspect? That's so messed up. Bye-bye, Gretchen. And y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. They seem to be a little blasé about everything. Keep an eye on me. Are they for real? I can't say I'm surprised. Why did I ever agree to go in the woods with you? How are you holding up? Keep an eye on me. Are they for real? I can't believe I'm a suspect after we showed them that footage. Especially after we risked our hides to find that nest. I can't believe it either. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. Let's keep this nightmare going. I should check in on Tabitha. You can talk to your friend's mom. I'm going to bed. Screw this, I'm out. Let's do it. I want answers. So yeah, let's go. The general store. This must be where Stella's friend Kanika lives. I hope she's still awake. This is so creepy. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Silently get Stella's attention. Direct her gaze to the shadows. The font change. The whispering's back. Melody. Jesus. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. A middle-aged woman stands in the entryway. Look at her little slippers. An oversized sweater. I love her already. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. Aw, Gretchen's spooked. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth? This is Melody. Is it okay if we come in? Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. Yum. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. I love it. Look at her. Look at it. Crystals. She is my favorite. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Melody. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul. And I'm just going to take a minute. There's a picture here. Mom and Dad, and this must be Kanika. Who is her brother? Is it Avery? Vivian was such a lovely soul. And she's been sorely missed here in the holler. And now poor Pearlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're here in town. Who is that outside? You knew my mom. How did you know that my mom died? I never met Pearlan. We need your help. Who is that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearlan was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. That wink. I never met Pearlan. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. Ha! That's fair, child. But it seems like the right thing to do. We need your help. Ah, yes. I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there. I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Mrs. Forsyth. Here, I can show you. She pulls out the memory card as she's swiped from her camera and pops it into her phone. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this. At least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Smooth. I can't believe you're withholding evidence. Absolutely not. It was smooth. She did it smooth. The cops are going to be mad when they find out you kept that. It was pretty good, but they are going to be mad. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyways. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now, we can examine the footage for ourselves. Oh. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest? Within the town limits? Yes. Your tea's ready. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh. Hey, Stella. And Gretchen.
Who's a good potato?
And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Hi, I'm Melody. I just watched a man die. I'm not in the mood to introduce myself. I was helping Stella with a video. Something terrible happened. Hi, I'm Melody. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Oh, okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? We can watch this without you. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? I love Kanika. She's a badass. She looks like a badass. Her glasses, her Sailor Moon shirt. She's a curvy queen. Yes. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Melody and I had no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. Well, I'm not fine. I'm fine too. Thanks for asking. I remain silent. Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau. But Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. Those things are still out there, more serious than a man's death. It didn't like Duke anyways. I agree, those things are still out there. Those things are still out there, and as long as they are, more people are in danger. So very true, but not for the reasons you think. These things, my grandmother called them ditchlings. They are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Melody with this Haley Poe crap. A man just died. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. How can you say that? Duke is dead! An unfortunate accident and nothing more. Just as the birds flock before the storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom. They've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever those things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out, not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What are those growths? Maybe the ditchlings were here for Duke. I saw something living in that chicken. Kanika has a point. No, I saw something living in that chicken. Maybe it's some sort of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle, but I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Sybil doesn't think so. I've forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late. I should let Melody get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I'm still wired. Yeah, it was nice meeting you though. You know what to leave on my account. Thank God, I'm tired as shit. It was nice meeting you though. Thanks for the help, Sybil. It was nice to meet you, Kanika. Sorry it had to be under such weird circumstances. Hopefully the next time we meet will be a little less terrifying. We should all hang out this week, Kanika. Maybe we could even get Reese to chill with us. I could really use it. Thank you both so much for everything. Let me give you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. I will take that. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Melody. Bye, Queen. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I should probably head back before Tabitha has a conniption. I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. Thanks, I'm terrified of being alone tonight. Thanks, I'm terrified of seeing Tabitha. I really should head back, because I've seen what happens when hell yeah sleepover, which is fun. Before Tabitha has a conniption. Are you sure you're okay heading back up that mountain alone? More terrified of Tabitha than those things in the woods. Sybil said they were harmless. The ditchlings are harmless. I think we'll be okay. It's not far. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we're in this together. It's not like I have much of a choice. I don't know. I'm leaving town as soon as I can. Yeah, we're in this together. 100%. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. You begin the long hike back to the Scarlet Estate alone. Continue down the path. I'm nervous. Almost home. You've made it. Thank God. Your salvation is in sight. You make a mad dash for the door. Try the door. The door swings open. Oh. Where the hell have you been? I texted you back. Do you know someone named Wayne? So you used to go by Tabby, huh? I watched a man die tonight. Look, I got suckered into something. It was weird. I met this girl in town and we hit it off. I texted you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. Oh, okay. I noticed you texted me 13 times, honey. Do you know someone named Wayne? I have no idea what you're talking about. I watched a man die tonight. I went to the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and it ended with us watching a man die. Ah, so you met Stella then. That explains everything. And she's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Can you tuck me in? I need to leave this town as fast as possible. Wait, you don't want to hang out? It's late. Okay, good night. I understand. You know what? Okay, good night. I don't want to talk about it either. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you settle into your room, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. Call her. You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? Did you make it back? Yeah, I died actually. Yeah, how are you? Are you okay? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Ooh, this is the end of episode 1. You can back the game on Kickstarter and get a discount key for the rest of the game through the month of December or October. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Yes. It's a very, very small team. I'm very impressed. To our testers, I really like this game. The choices really kind of like set you up and you can have so many different experiences. Yeah, the first episode, Monday, is free on Steam. I don't know when the next episode is, but I really want to keep playing this game. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you want to see the rest of the game, let me know. I'm gonna do it anyway. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.